Hello everyone. I am Deepa Nishchal. I'm a certified life coach, emotional and wellness coach, and a spiritual healer. Today I'll talk about surrender. Why is surrender so beautiful? I have noticed that the things go much more smoothly whenever I give up control on them, whenever I allow them to let them happen instead of me making them happen. We all try to control things because we think what will happen if we don't. In other words, control is rooted in the fear. Control is a result of being attached to a specific outcome that we want our way, an outcome which we think we are sure is best for us. Whenever we trust that we are okay, no matter whatever the circumstances come our way, we don't need to micromanage the universe. We just accept and we open ourselves to all sorts of wonderful opportunities, possibilities coming our way. And the energy of surrender accomplishes much more than the energy of control. Whenever I try to operate from the controlling mode, my mind shifts from topic to topic, from past to far, very quickly. And I have very little concentration, poor memory, and almost no present moment awareness. Rather, whenever I'm in a surrender mode, I'm much more calm, peaceful, breathing deeply, and in the moment. I see things much clearer and I see the bigger picture around me. Surrender literally means to stop fighting. Stop fighting with your own self. Stop fighting with the universe and let the natural things flow as per their own plan. Stop resisting and pushing against reality. Surrender means complete acceptance of what it is with full faith that everything is well. It's not about inaction. It's about taking action from the place of surrender energy. Sometimes it is little harder to make the shift from control to surrender, but some of the lessons and tips that I have learned to get into this place that I would want to recommend to all of you. Allow yourself to vent, but up to a point. As imperfect beings, total, ongoing, and permanent surrender is completely unrealistic for us. We will feel negative emotions about experiences not meeting our expectations, and we need to allow ourselves to feel those feelings. It often helps to express them to a sympathetic ear, to a point. Venting of negative emotions is useful insofar that it allows us to liberate ourselves from them. However, a very prolonged or frequent venting can lead to the momentum of these feelings. It can actually serve to build up opposition to life by hardening feelings of injury and strengthening those fears and scars. So, pay attention to your venting. Is it releasing the negative energy around opposition to life, or is it adding to the energy? Remind yourself that surrender is not giving up. Surrender is just not giving up, but on fighting with life. Indeed, not surrendering to reality, questioning the fairness, goodness, or logic of the present moment. It is crippling. But you are saying no to reality. No, but that's not fair. It's not right. Okay, maybe that's true. But where you can go from there. Surrender is saying yes. Yes, I accept that is a terrible situation, and the way I can make better is. This is how surrender becomes the key to take positive action and free us from so many of negative emotions that we strengthen by opposing reality. We don't say what's happening is okay, but we accept that it's happening and move on to what we can do about it. Maya Angelou once said, what you are supposed to do when you don't like a thing is change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. Don't complain. If you are still complaining or not accepting the reality, how can you change the reality? You are probably still stuck in the complaining phase. Remember the Buddha? While sitting beneath the tree of knowledge, he was able to turn all of Mara's arrows into flowers and remain in a state of equanimity. In a sense, you too can do that by not turning the obstacles that life puts in your way into personal affronts against you. When you accept what life gives you, when you surrender, you avoid creating all of the negativity that rejection entails. You do not disrupt your own peace. Surrender is beautiful. It's voluntary act of trusting and placing your faith on a higher source. You allow your mind and body to intellect to merge into the supreme form with sublime ease. Have faith in your gurus, angels, gods. Trust them. Surrender your situations to them. They are your biggest support. They constantly stand by your side, waiting patiently for you to call upon them, to hold you if you are falling. Do your best with the best intentions and leave the rest to the universe. Einstein said once, the most important decision we take is whether we believe we live in a friendly or a hostile universe. I believe in a friendly universe. Being receptive and allowing things to happen is a skill that can be practiced and improved upon. It believes in a friendly universe, one that is supporting you at every turn so that you don't have to worry yourself over the details. There is peaceful yet focused energy that accompanies holding the intention of what I want, but not forcing myself to do it. That energy is magic. I am still a work in progress, but I am allowing it to become a habit rather than making it a habit. So, the crux is surrender yourself to the universe with the full faith and see how the divine has a beautiful plan for you. Thank you.